Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Parker. I'm a singer-songwriter and I create content based on my songs and everything music and audio. And welcome to my video, How I Mix My Music, coming up after this. Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Andrew Parker. I'm a singer-songwriter and I create content based on my songs and everything music and audio. And today I'm going to do a real quick video on how I mix my music. I rely on old school studio signal flow in my DAW, in the box. Basically what that means is I'm relying on a console emulation and a tape machine plugin. Now my console emulation of choice is here, the AMAC 9099 by Brainworks, based on the Rupert Neve AMAC 9098i Master Console, which is considered by many to be one of the greatest analog consoles ever created. And for my tape machine, I use the Waves J37 tape machine. And that's also considered by many to be one of the greatest tape machines of all time. And in that same vein, I also use a preamp on pretty much all my sounds. That includes my electric guitars, my bass guitars, and my vocals. Now, those three things form a pyramid that is the foundation of all of my mixes. Now, once I get the sound that I want by hitting my console as hard as I possibly can and getting as much saturation from it as I possibly can, then I go into hitting the analog legends, and I rely on the analog legends. What does that mean? All of my EQs, my compressors, my limiters are some of the greatest analog equipment ever created, like Fairchild's germanium compressor. Basically, all of our favorite plugins that we know today that are based upon the greatest analog gear of all time, I'm using them. So for me, it's very simple on how I mix my music. Everything's hitting a preamp, then I hit my console, and I try to stay on the console as much as possible so I can get as much saturation from my console into my sounds as possible. Then once I hit my console, then I hit my EQs or my compressors or my limiters, and then I hit my tape machine. And I try to get the tape machine in the sweet spot so all the sounds are just in that sweet spot where it's hitting that zero and a little bit over sometimes. Like, you all know what I'm talking about. The sweet spot of audio. I make sure that I'm really hitting that. I'm getting there when I'm hitting my tape machine. Now that's for each individual sound in the mix, like for electric guitar, one microphone, etc. The bass guitars, the vocals, the drums too. Now I utilize something called the bus method. So I create different buses for each set of instruments. So the electric guitars will have their own bus. Maybe clean electric guitars will have their own bus. Distorted electric guitars, bass guitar will have its own bus. Drums will have their own bus. Vocals will have their own bus, etc. Now the first insert on my buses is my console emulation. And then I do my processing, my EQs, my limiters, etc. And I do not use my tape machine on my buses. Now with my Stereo Master, my first insert is my console emulation plugin. And then I do my other processing with EQs, etc. And then the last insert on my stereo bus is my tape machine. So basically, all of my individual sounds, all my individual tracks in the mix, they're going to hit a preamp, they're going to hit my console, then they're going to go through any other processing that I want, and then they're going to hit my tape deck. And then from there, they go to the buses. And the buses, the first inserts is my console, my further processing, no tape deck. And then the buses go to my Stereo Master, and the first insert on the Stereo Master is my console emulation, further processing units, and then my tape deck as the last insert on my Stereo Master. I wish I would have found this out when I first started working with audio, but it is what it is. I'm really happy with how I set up my signals in the box. I don't see myself ever doing it any other way. Sometimes I may change it from, instead of hitting my console first, I'll hit my tape first and then go to my console. But most usually, I will stick to hitting my console first and then going into my tape. So that's basically it, guys. This is just a quick video to share with you how I mix audio. It's pretty much really old school. I try to make sure that everything's in the sweet spot with my VU meters. It's just sticking right there in that middle 0. And that's pretty much it. So I hope this video was not too all over the place, because I don't plan to edit this too much, because it's just a lot of work editing. But yes, guys, I'm going to try to post every week. I'm still on the schedule for every week, but I want to do more. So let me guys know what type of content you want. Let me know how you guys like the video. Try to talk to me, guys, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Oh, I'm definitely talking to myself now. Based upon my subscriber count. But I tell you what, guys, when we hit 10 subs, we are going to throw a party. We are going to party hard. We're going to rock hard. And don't forget to check out my song preview to my upcoming song, You Are My Love. It rocks, guys. It is totally rocking. And once I get a webcam, I'm going to create some pre-release content of me working in the DAW. So I'm really looking forward to getting a webcam so we can interact in the DAW between the speakers. Alright, guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and let me know how you mix your audio and your songs and your music, and I'll see you guys in the next video.